Hi guys, welcome to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Nico. I am a full-time eBay reseller and I'm located up in the mountains of Wyoming. So, long story short, I was a nurse. I'm a former nurse, and during COVID, I was working a lot. I have always been an eBay reseller, basically since I was 27 years old. I've sold on Amazon, eBay. I was mostly a bookseller. That's why my name is Outstanding Books on eBay. But now I'm a clothing seller, and so during COVID, I tried to get good inventory, but just like everyone else, that was a struggle. So I ended up veering out of my niche. I ended up selling John Deere oil filters. I had a huge buyout on those. And I ended up taking what people in town had to give. I was not supposed to leave and go to Colorado during that time because I had agreed to work as a nurse at a nursing home to help out. And, we just didn't want the residents to catch COVID. So at least at the time, that was the best of our knowledge. And so I abided by that. So I had very few sourcing opportunities. So that is how I have ended up with things that are below the standard of what I will sell now. However, I don't want to blow up my eBay store by just yanking all that out of there. I have been having the approach of having sales on my really old items that are a year to 2 years old. And that worked a lot. That did a lot of it. And then I've just been adding, all my good items that flip within 90 days. I have pretty equal sold to listed normally. It may be a few off. If I really power list a lot of stuff, then my active is more than my sold. But for the most part, I sell my entire store every 90 days. And this stuff is weighing me down. Who knows what I'm really doing? All my new stuff just flips so fast, and I have really good numbers as far as my sell-through rate, but all of this stuff here is stagnant. And like I said, I knew I was buying things that weren't quite quality. They still sold, and to be honest, I made thousands and thousands of dollars a month on this type of stuff, even though I would not pick it up again by choice. I don't have any regrets. But now, because of a year or two going by, I was working a lot of night shifts as a nurse. When someone would return something, I relisted it, but eBay doesn't always do it. So some of these things have fallen off. And if you want to know more, you can go back to some of my, why do I still have this stuff videos. So this is number, I don't know, 5 or 6. For every number I have to hand find now, I'm like, what is all this stuff, all this older stuff in boxes? For every one that I have to hand find, I've sold hundreds in between all of these numbers. So again, no regrets, but let's go see. I did 19 more, so I'm going through 19. These numbers are in the 1600s. And right now, I am listing in the 4,500s. So these are at, close to 3,000 items ago. And that makes them at least a year old. Some of them I brought into my numbering system when I first started doing the consecutive numbers with the stickers. And so they could be 2 years old. I think I've done enough of the really, really old that now I'm moving into like the year-old stuff. And, I'm just trying to figure out what each item is. So let's get started. So let's see. Number 1 is Adidas. So what I do on these videos is I just go through and I try to figure out, why do I have it? Where did it go? I am blessed to have Ink Frog. I don't know if I'll keep it forever, but I've always had it because I've had virtual assistants who I would have work through Ink Frog, and then I would launch their listings from Ink Frog. The side benefit of having had that is that it keeps every listing forever. It never goes anywhere. So on these items that I have lost or they dropped off and I didn't catch it, I am able to go back to Ink Frog and list it. So if it was ever listed on eBay successfully, not in a draft or something, but if I ever successfully launched it on eBay and I can't find it on eBay or find it in my sold items on eBay, then I can go back to Ink Frog. The downside of Ink Frog is that if I did get kicked off of eBay or something, I can't launch it to anywhere else, not used clothing. Whereas with List Perfectly and probably Vendu, I'm not sure, if you have all your inventory imported into there, then you could just start a Poshmark store tomorrow if something happened on eBay. So consider that. I am a fan of Ink Frog. They've been very good. Their customer support is very good. You know, if I put in a ticket, it's immediate. It doesn't have a lot of glitches, and it really does. Like if I wanted to find my listings from, 5 years ago, I can go in there and see what I was selling 5 years ago. It truly has it in there. But like I said, other than this process where if things drop off, I have it. Is it really worth $30 a month to me now? Because I could just throw the couple of things that, have fallen off back into my listing process. And in 10 minutes, I can list 2 to 3 items again and just do it over rather than paying $30 a month. And sometimes a month goes by and I don't really access Ink Frog that much. So it's probably something, it's not their fault. It's just that I don't really have a personal use for it anymore. So I think it's one of those things as I continue to look at my business and my finances, I'm going to go ahead and keep it while I'm doing this process, but I think I'm going to eliminate that. I think I'm going to force myself every 90 days to go back and look at my oldest stuff so that it's still in the eBay unsold or, ended. So that's my plan. All right, guys. So this is a pair of Adidas track pants. They are size large. I think I have these as women's. I'd have to look. But anyway, just a nice size large. They have like a nice wide leg. Nothing wrong with these at all. They just had fallen off. They were not listed. Oh, actually, I said I am pulling them. Oh, yeah. I am pulling these. See, they have this right here, and this isn't something that's going to wash out or soak out. I listed them with a flaw, and they just never sold. So I'm going to consign these. Even with that, I think maybe I can get $1 out of them. I've tried to scratch it off or soak it, and it just won't come out. So, I tried selling it really, really cheap with the flaw, and it just wouldn't go anywhere. So that is a pulled item. But it wasn't listed, so it really hasn't had a chance. It might have sold with that flaw for like $3, $4, something like that. But I'm not going to now go relist it. Okay, number 2. Where are we? All this got messed up because I had to ship this morning, so I woke up thinking I was going to make this video first. But I didn't sleep last night, so I just could not fall asleep. So when I woke up, finally, I went back to bed at 4 in the morning. When I woke up, I needed to get my shipping out and go have lunch with my hubby. Well, where are you, Madewell? What did I do with you? Small size. Okay, they're a really small size. Oh, I think this is one that I was going to keep, so I think I put it over here. So now this is all messed up. I usually have these in order, guys. Here we go. Okay, these are, and this is why stuff doesn't sell. This is why it's okay to just have a sale, I think, on your oldest stuff, and just try to not have to manually go in and do this. But when you do go in, it's very eye-opening. Okay, so these are Madewell Anywhere jeans. And so they're the Anywhere jeans. These are a really, really dinky size. These are a 26 waist with some stretch in the waist. So, a gal who wears like a 28 waist could wear these. They are tapered fit, which is not in style anymore. These were listed, so they did not drop off. The thing about it is when I did go to edit the listing, because I'm going to keep these and try to get at least $7 to $10 to buy new stuff with. If you watched my shipping video today, I had, well, in the last 3 days, I've sold 2 dresses, one for $150, one for $100. I sold a $40 sweater this morning, and those are all bins pickups that I literally paid less than a couple bucks a piece for. So to me, when I'm trying to get a couple bucks out of something, that's a $100 dress. It's not the $2. That's not worth my time, but I'm getting every dime out of my store I can. Plus, I need to go through this and find out what's going on anyway. I have to do this work. You can't, you have to physically find the item and either delete it or keep it. So it's no more work just to revise the listing a little bit. The photos were good. Nothing wrong with the photos on this. Sometimes they are. There's some stuff in here you'll see that I listed on the road because I was helping my mom last year. So anyway, these are fine. The pictures are great. But when I did go to revise the title, I did change up the title just to make it kind of fresh. When I was going through, I must have sold similar off of a different listing, and I had road tripper jeans in the item specifics. I had, I had these in a padded flat rate, and these are not, these are first class. So my shipping would have been $9.75 on this pair of jeans, whereas now it's going to be $6.75. That'll make a huge difference on whether it sells. So I just looked at the entire listing as if I were listing it today, and I made some really good changes. I still will take an offer if you want these, $5 plus the first class shipping. So I think these should sell a lot faster now that I fixed the listing. Okay, so those are going back. We're going to try again. This has been working. Not only am I doing the inventory that needs done, but I am finding some high-end stuff that has dropped off, and then that pays for my time to do this. And then all the $5, $10 items. I think I sold 3 older items this morning. If you go look at my shipping video, they were $5. I think I sold something for $3.25, but that's $10 to go to the bins, and that can turn into hundreds of dollars. Plus my sell-through rate now, as far as my store, my sell-through rate is just going to be flying. eBay does not just look at each listing. eBay looks at your entire eBay store or all of your listings as a congregate item. And if half of your stuff's slow, it doesn't matter if you're selling iPods and Apple whatever, and the rest of your store is moving, it will pull the good stuff down. And I don't want that. So, I also, in those jeans, those Madewell jeans, I'm reading my notes. I thought I read them all, but I didn't. I had black, and they're not black, they're blue. I didn't have it in the title, but in the item specifics, I must have just been in a hurry when I was a nurse working nights. You know, hey, I did the best I could. And they were blue, not black, so I fixed that too. All right, let's go to the next one. Let me find it, guys. I am sorry. I should have put these back in order. I thought they were. I didn't realize they were quite this out of order. Nope, those are the Carhartts. Where did you go, jeans? Here we go. Okay, these are Big Star Mickey jeans. They were not listed. They just weren't in the system. So thankfully these were in Ink Frog. And let me go make sure. Because now I'm, I've either slept since then or I haven't slept since last night is the problem. Let me go make sure that I did relist these. But yeah, these had fallen off of eBay. There's at least one thing that is not in Ink Frog either. That means I must have drafted it out, put the number on it, and never actually launched it, because otherwise it would be in there. And I'm looking with all the different keywords, making sure I'm not misspelling the name, I'm making sure that this is no longer on eBay. I'm typing in the number, I'm typing in the title, and I really make sure I'm not going to double list something. So let's see here. Big Mac jeans. Where did you go? Okay, Big Star jeans is what I mean. And then it's Mickey. So yes, these are, now I've got them listed. They do have a lot of distressing. I don't think any major flaw, but I went ahead and put these back on from Ink Frog. And I put them at $16.99 plus shipping, and I fixed the listing. I tried to promote it. It didn't take. I'm going to put a 15% promoted in here. I want this to move out of my store. I want to give someone a good deal. I've had these things over a year minimum. I want to get some money. All right, so those are number 2. No major things in the listing other than they just weren't listed. All right, so let's go to Nike Dry Fit. No, 1678. I apologize for being unorganized, guys. Okay, here we go. 16. We just had lunch. Hubby and I had a nice lunch. We were just both hungry for hamburgers. There's all kinds of great food where we live here. But we just went and had a burger and fries, and then we'll go have ice cream, like I said. And then we'll have a real party on Saturday for his birthday. But it's just a good opportunity to get out. We can't eat out too much this week, though. We need to save our money because we're going to California next week, and then we will eat out a lot. All right, so just normal, everyday Nike women's dry fit pants. These are a size extra small. Let me go make sure that these got relisted. These were in the system. They just were marked down. Nobody was buying them. Where is my... Yeah, I decided to keep these, so let me just make sure, since I was tired, and this was kind of the middle of the night... well, where are these? Big Star, unless they sold, which I don't think they did. Sorry guys, I'm not finding where I put these in. Okay, well, according to my notes, let me go to sold. Awaiting. Well, let me look at this one. I don't know where these went because I decided to keep them. The photos were bad, so I redid some of the photos. Maybe they're still in my drafts. Maybe I just saved the draft and then I didn't. Let me go look because these are not inactive. Maybe that's what I did because I did take photos just on my phone real quick. I didn't get my whole camera out. I just, on the couple of things that needed rephotoed, I did that. Let me look down here. I do not see these. Well, I will deal with these later, but I chose to keep them. Let me make sure they aren't awaiting payment. This is why before you relist anything, you got to make sure someone didn't pay, you know, or buy it and then they're waiting to pay. But nope, I do not see that in there. So, okay, I will go figure this out. But yeah, I'm going to keep these. They are an extra small. I'm going to put them at like, I thought I did. I thought I put these at like $5, you know, plus shipping. And let me just check one more time. But I will fix these. I will go take care of these. Okay. I'm trying to keep all my piles because I have a donate, I have a consignment, I have a thrift. You know, I have 3 piles, and then I have a keep. And I'm just putting the keep back in the boxes. Okay, so Columbia. All right. Let me check the Nike one more time, guys. I know I did it, so I don't know what is going on. But I was listing in between too, and I was also learning how to edit my videos better. So I was listening to like 10 things last night. All right, Columbia, same thing, Columbia leggings. These were listed, but the photos could have been better, so I retook a few photos, but they are kind of a tapered, just cropped legging, and I don't do as well with cropped leggings. I'm not saying they can't, but for whatever reason, I just don't do as well. I added some more info about them, checked everything. I think everything was fine. Let me make sure that I got these back in there. No, they should have been after the Big Star. I don't know. So I guess I decided to relist these, and then I don't know what happened to them. Anyway, I will check, and I'm going to put these back in. That is strange. All right. Carhartt jacket. This was nowhere to be found. This is a shacket. It's a plaid-lined, nice, you know, work shirt, but it's plaid-lined, so I would call it a shacket now. I did not know that word at the time. This is not even on InkFrog. So I must have listed it, maybe drafted it out, maybe I was busy, maybe, who knows, maybe I never did, maybe I numbered it and got distracted, and, you know, when you're working the night shift, you do all kinds of weird things, who knows, but this is just nowhere to be found, so this is going to go back in my system, and I'm going to list it in the next few days. So right now, we're only at number 6. 3 items were just not listed. One I'm going to pull anyway. One I relisted the Big Start, and then this Carhartt jacket, nowhere to be found. Hopefully your numbers are better. And remember, this is my oldest stuff, and I sold thousands of items during this time. But I don't know, guys. It's kind of, it just makes me want to hurry up and get this done, because there are 3 items that if I had chose to, I could have relisted this morning that are just sitting here in my storage. Let's see. Oh, first we have number 17, 12. Okay. So during the time I helped my mom, I know this was like last January, February, you know, we had all kinds of stuff that, you know, she had in her house and of her husband's and things like that. And so this is just a really nice shirt. It's a 4XL, so it's a great men's size, but it is a brand called Foundry, or this is a 2XL. I've got some 4XLs. This is a 2XL. It's a pretty blue. No reason this shouldn't have been selling. I just lowered the price down and upped my promoted to 15%. The pictures I think were good. I don't see that I retook any photos, anything like that. So I will check and make sure that that also did get relisted. Let me just scroll down here. Yeah, I'm just not seeing, and that's what I need to check. I mean, maybe there is something that, hopefully these are in my drafts. If not, I can still find them back on InkFrog, but maybe I ended several and I just told myself I was gonna relist them, and maybe I was like, dreaming, because I don't think I did. All right, well, we'll get those taken care of. That's 3 that I'm going to relist. All right, let's go to my next one, 1713. This is the same brand. I think it's the same size, only it's in kind of a fluorescent green. You can't see it on there, but it's an interesting green color. It's cute for summer. I think a guy will like it, but I'm going to do the same thing, up promoted to 15%. I'll take $3, $4, $5 on this just to get it out of there. Nothing inherently wrong with the listing, but just not a very popular item. Okay, Duluth, 1716. All right, this is the same thing. It's a nice green color. It's like an earth tone kind of thing, I guess I could put. Just a big cotton, kind of a heavy cotton shirt, no flaws inherently on this. It was listed, but just not selling. So I'm going to put like $12.99, $10.99. I don't know if I overpriced it at the beginning. I don't know why this has sat. So I upped my promoted, you know, to at least 15%. And I'm just going to try to get some money out of this here. Every time I'm doing this, it's not like I just didn't do anything to the listing. I am changing the titles on every single thing, trying to update it, just trying to figure it out. All right, Adidas, 1713. Okay, this is Adidas Climacool XL. These do have a flaw of some kind, but it was a flaw I thought was still worth listing. Man. Anyway, I will finish this up. I've got to check everything. When I was working on them last night, you know, I need to make sure I'm not getting... Oh, I see. Yeah, right here they have like a pulled thread. I don't know if you can see that. But on polyester sweatpants, that's not the end of the world. But anyway, I'm going to see... they are tapered. They have, you know, the kind of the jogger look with the zip ankles, which is kind of still popular right now. So I'm going to see if I can still get, you know, between $5 and $8 for these with the flaw. Since I've already done the listing, you know, I'm just going to try to get these out of here. So, oh, I see. Actually, there's like a flaw down here too. You know what? I think I'm going to change my mind. I don't know. I can't decide. I'll see. I may pull those. That's, you know, a couple of flaws. I don't know if those are going to be worth my time. Okay, Carhartt. These Carhartt jeans, number 1735. These do have some distressing and some stains, which on work jeans is not as big of a deal. They aren't in bad areas or anything. They're just on the legs. So I upped the promoted though to 25% on these. I've had these Carhartt jeans for, you know, a year and a half. I just want them out of here, and I just lowered the price, and yeah, I just want the sale. I want a couple bucks on those. I know that's real aggressive, but again, I find Carhartt jeans every day of my life. Living in Wyoming, I can buy all the Carhartts I want, and I know which ones sell now, so I just want those out of my life. Okay, Polo. These are Polo sport shorts. These are women's pleated. I had flat front in the item specifics. These are not flat front. These are pleated. So I'm sure the buyer was confused. I did not know how to put like Y2K 1990s, that kind of stuff. And maybe, I don't even know if that was a real aesthetic at the time that I listed these anyway. But I certainly do know about it now, even if I didn't then. And so I actually upped these a couple dollars, fixed the listing, added Y2K 90s, and I'm going to go in and double check the listing, and I'm going to keep these and try to hopefully get 10 bucks for these. Summer is coming. Those are cute. They're very trendy, so we're going to go with that. All right, fly paper. Where are you? These are fly paper jeans. These, again, I've had for a long time. They have some paint on them, which on a pair of Carhartts is no big deal. On this, remember, if you've watched my videos, I did get those at least 8 tubs of just jeans of every size, shape, and, you know, color and everything for free at an estate sale, and I just power listed them all. I had tons of $100 pairs of Levi's in there and stuff, but I also listed all this stuff because I was just in listing mode, and this is, you know, coming out of COVID, and it was one of my first decent buys. And would I have listed those now? I think I would have sorted a little bit better, but I also sold tons of items just like that. These just aren't moving, so I decided with the paint on there, I'm going to delete those off. So that's 2 items I'm getting rid of. Okay, Holloway. Okay, Holloway pants. Just these, nothing wrong with these. They're just normal golf pants. They do have more of the straight leg, which is good right now. I know joggers are doing good, but then I know straight and wide leg are too. These are just nylon, adult medium. Holloway just isn't, you know, as good of a mover. So I lowered these. I mean, I would take 5 on these, but I lowered them down to, I don't know, 8 or something plus shipping, and just see what we can do. All right. Athleta. Okay. This is an older Athleta. It does not have any name under the size, you know, there. But in good condition. You know, it just looks like that. On the newer, you know, you'll see the actual style name, which is great. That helps a lot. But nothing on these, and there's nothing about these to put on Google Lens. They're just tapered gray Athleta leggings. So I lowered the price way down to $8.50. I would take 5 on these. I know Athleta plain Jane can perform, but I've had these 2 years. I want these out of here. They're more of a cropped mid-ankle style. So I adjusted everything. I upped the promotions. I lowered the price a little bit, and I just want these out of here. Okay, Wrangler. These, I didn't make as many notes, but nothing wrong with these inherently. You know, they do have some ankle wear, but for work jeans, you know, I just know, I think I put like $5 on these. Oh, I lowered them to $6.99 plus upped my promoted. I just want to get these to somebody and get them out of here. Okay, Gerber. This was not listed. I had a ton of these. I went to a thrift store and they had tons of brand new in package Gerber potty training pants, and I sold them in groups. I sold them in singles, and this one just, you know, when I'm doing bulk listings and I have like 30 of something, sometimes I'll put that I only have 24 instead of putting that I have 30, because I just want to make sure that my number counts stay correct and I don't have to disappoint a customer. So this was like the last of the item I had. I did go ahead and relist this for like $4 because it's just a single one, and I would take $1 for these, honestly, just to get them out of there. These don't cost that much in the store, and with the shipping, the customer's paying for something for shipping on something that, you know, is really easy to find. So I'll take just about any offer on those. Okay, these are Eddie Bauer. And for some, oh, I see. I was going to say, why did I pull these? These have a drawstring, but now that I look at them, the actual stretch itself is not what I would sell now. Technically, it's fine when you've got the drawstring. These are just a medium, but I'm going to go ahead and pull these. I just don't think they're worth my time. I think that it could be a return, or I'd have to mention it, and I don't know if people want a stretched out pair of those. They're not technically, but they're close. Okay, Nike, last one. This is just a pair of everyday Nike pants, Nike track pants. These are the women's. Just really nice. They are a wide leg, or at least they're not flare, but they're wide, you know, straight leg or wide. Nothing wrong with these at all. Decent stretch. These are, I think, what size are these? I don't know. But anyway, I'll look. I'm going to double check all these listings before I put them away. These are large, 12 to 14. They have pockets. I think a lot of people like pockets, you know, in their stuff. I don't think they have side pockets, though. People like side pockets in their sweats because they wear them as lounge pants. So I try to always mention whether something has pockets. Anyway, I just upped the promoted, messed with the listing a little bit. And yeah, so that's these 19 items. I'm going to go put these away, wipe down my area here so I can work. And then I've got a lot of other stuff to show you today. So out of the 19 items, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4 were not listed out of 19 items. That's horrible. Absolutely horrible. 1 is fine. 4 is not. One, I never could find, even having Ink Frog and paying for Ink Frog, it just never was listed. That's the Carhartt jacket. So that shacket, I mean, if I would have gotten it listed in December, I mean, that's like a $25 shacket, you know. But anyway, I'll list it now. You know, I'll mark it high still because fall and hiking up in the mountains is coming, and it'd be a great thing. So I'm going to put 25 on it still. Other things, nothing wrong with them, just not things that I would pick up really anymore. The Columbia are fine, but they're a tapered leg legging. I don't think right now that's in style that I would really pick up. Tell me if I'm wrong, because I'm not a fashionista at all. I'm just trying to listen to other people and trying to follow. The Nike Dry Fit are fine. I just had to adjust the photos and retake the measurements, make sure that those were accurate. Then on the Madewell, it's no doubt why people kept coming thinking they were road tripper jeans, because that's what was in the item specifics, and then they are not, and they're the wrong color. So I don't think it's really any secret why I'm still stuck with about these 19 items. And then I'm going to pull 2. I just give up on 2. So what happens if you've never watched any of my editing videos is I take a piece of paper, and today is March 9th. So I will put a big piece of paper on this box and put March 9th edited. And then in the summer, a lot of this is stuff that spring and summer I can donate to consignment. So this gets like 8 more weeks, this stuff. And then I've done everything that I know how to do for it. I'm not going to wait more than like 8 weeks because I can get a decent amount of consignment money for this stuff. So in 8 weeks, so in this case, that would be, you know, like around May, sometime in May, when they start taking shorts and, you know, and they take jeans all year long. This is a huge consignment store. So I will just go through my oldest boxes and I will start just pulling it off and donating whatever hasn't sold. That's, but it's still, you know, 1 a week or something. I'm not going to just, you know, kill my store, but I am going to start with the oldest stuff. Some of the boxes are selling, like I'm pulling things out of them, thankfully, but the ones that don't, they're going to go to consignment so I can have room in my garage. All right, guys, I hope these videos are helpful for you. I probably won't get another editing video done that I know of until I get back from California. So about a week and a half. I want to get my hands on that garage. I know there's more unlisted stuff in there. I know there's more money, stagnant money just sitting in there. So you never know. If I have an hour, that's what I'm going to do. I'll be back in a couple hours with a haul video, a hard goods haul. I don't know if most of you who follow me are clothing sellers, or because that is primarily what I sell, but I do odds and ends when I have to get my inventory counts up. So I'm going to stop this video, upload it, and then I'm going to go do a toy. It's a lot of toys. So if you're into toys, it's kind of a toy haul. So yeah, I will see you back. Please subscribe if you feel like you like my content, if it's helpful. I really would appreciate that. And then if you could like it and leave me a comment, tell me what you would have done. Would you just like say, I'm done with this stuff? I mean, a lot of it is only going to sell for between $2 and $5 plus shipping. Would you just be done and have a better use of your time? Let me know if you think I'm crazy for even giving this another shot, like another 8 weeks in my store. See you later, guys. Have a great day. I'm going to go for ice cream. Oh, yeah, I'm going to go for ice cream. Then I'll be back. Bye.